In this video, we're going to talk about MyZone. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how I managed to stay in red. Let's go. Two types of heart rate monitors for serious gym goers. One is the wrist-based, another one is a heart rate monitor which is strapped just below your chest. Before we get into the details of MyZone, let's briefly talk about how they actually work. First, the activity tracker which you used to wear in the wrist, it has an optical heart rate sensor found in your smartwatches like Apple Watches, Android watches, Fitbit, Garmin, etc. What they actually do is, you might have noticed a green blinking lights behind your activity tracker. So that light signal is absorbed by the tissue underneath the skin and it is reflected back to the sensor, which then calculates your heart rate. Get it? On the way to the gym, time for some pre-workout. I am feeling so lazy. Various factors affect the reading. Some trackers have a small sensor, some trackers has a huge sensor. Say an Apple Watch has a bigger sensor than a Fitbit Alta. How tight your strap is, how loose it is, body sweat, sunscreen, salt deposit, oil deposit, even the color of the skin affects the reading. Unlike the optical tracker, they use an electrode to measure the pulse of your heart, which gives way accurate results than an optical based sensor. This is the same technology you find in ECG and EKG machines in doctor office. You see the doctor, they have these electrode patches with gel sticked all around your chest and they make you run in the treadmill. Those electrodes send a signal to the computer and in turn it converts into digital numbers, which is your pulse rate. It's the same technology what you see in MyZone. Except these transfer the data via Bluetooth wirelessly. So this is how MyZone works. You see a black, shiny, flat pad, right? This area maintains the contact to your skin and this pad needs a little moisture to transfer your heart rate pulses into an electrical signal. So the signal is captured by this little device being transmitted to your smartphone or a gym receiver. To make your MyZone work perfectly, it is very important to position it in the right spot. Once you have your MyZone set up and you're at the gym, first thing you might have noticed is gray tile or a blue tile under your name. So these color codes are called zones. Different zones indicate different level of your heart rate. So what does this color tile actually mean? A gray tile is 50 to 59% of your maximum heart rate, whereas a green tile is 70 to 79% of your maximum heart rate. And maximum heart rate, MHR, is different for every single individual. Based on this color tile, MyZone calculates something called MEPs, MyZone effort points, which in turn indicates the amount of effort you put in during your workout. Let me explain how a maximum heart rate is calculated. Here's the gym, time for workout. So where were we? Maximum heart rate. Yeah. So MyZone calculates the maximum heart rate in this formula. They multiply your age with 0.64 and then subtract it from 211. Let's do a math on my numbers. 0.64 times 34 is 22.4. Subtracting 22.4 from 211 is 188.6, right? Let's round it off to 189. MyZone says 189 is the maximum heart rate for me. So how does this maximum heart rate translate into MEPs? Yellow zone is 80% to 89% of your maximum heart rate. So my heart rate should be greater than 151 for me to enter the yellow zone. Red zone is 90 to 100% of your maximum heart rate, which means my heart rate should be greater than 170 for me to enter the red zone. You have to be in the same color zone at least 10 seconds so that the MyZone registers your effort. If you enter the yellow zone and be there for 8 seconds and then drop back to green, MyZone will not register the yellow, it will still be green. Same thing with red. Say you hit the red zone and you've been there for like 9 seconds and then went back to yellow zone. MyZone will not register that red zone. It will still register as a yellow zone. Walmart shopping. We'll be back. You might see your maximum heart rate change over a period of time. My maximum heart rate is supposed to be 189, right? Right now it's around 192 or 196. What MyZone does is it collects all your workout data, re-evaluates your maximum heart rate. If you constantly push beyond your maximum heart rate, MyZone automatically adjusts your maximum heart rate and your MEPs and the zone colors will be based on your newly calculated maximum heart rate. And that's how it works. MyZone also has a minimum recommended MEPs per month. I guess it's somewhere around like 1300. Once you hit the 1300, you automatically get upgrades. MyZone also provides level upgrades like ranking. You start with no status and then you get into iron, bronze, silver, gold, and I guess platinum. Maintaining and troubleshooting your MyZone. Proper maintenance of your MyZone strap will be effective in getting accurate readings all the time. So here are some tips. This strap is washable. Do not throw it in a washer and do not throw it in a dryer. This black shiny pad needs to be protected. This is where it gets the contact between the MyZone transmitter and the electrodes. Gently wash with warm water. Once you are done with your workout, try to fold your MyZone like this instead of rolling it like this. You don't bend the electrode nodes. Just don't twist it like. MyZone users always have this love-hate relationship with MyZone. When it works really good. When it doesn't, it sucks. There are a few reasons why they don't work properly. You walk into the gym, you expect your name to be on the TV. It doesn't work like that. As a matter of fact, it takes like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and even like 20 minutes for you to be there. What's the reason? So how to fix this? Number one, as I told you, the electrodes in the belt need some moisture. Before you put on your MyZone, just wet your chest area with little warm water and then strap it on. Do not strap it very tight and obviously do not strap it pretty loose. Bills. You're working out, you're busting your ass, and suddenly MyZone drops you off and you don't see in the tile board. There might be several reasons. Too much of moisture also disrupts the transmission. Gently wipe off excess sweat if that's the case. You wear multiple trackers at the same time. So you wear a MyZone and you do have an Apple Watch. Both the trackers are synced to your phone. Right now you're fighting between multiple Bluetooth devices and there's a receiver at the gym. So all of a sudden you have too many Bluetooth signals flying around the gym. Not just your tracker, say your friend also wears multiple trackers like Fitbit or Garmin, Apple Watch, and then you have your MyZone and other MyZones. Now the server is bombarded with a lot of different signals and different frequencies, and there might be a chance that you get dropped off. Suddenly you pop up again. Your MyZone device is capable of storing all the workout data for 16 hours. Either you go back to home and sync in your phone, or you go back to the gym next day and it automatically syncs and updates all your efforts. Unfortunately, MZ1 do not have memory, so anything beyond 16 hours is lost. I told you at the end of the video, I'll tell you my tips, how I manage to stay in an elevated zone range most of the time. Before that, if you think this video is helpful for you, just give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please comment below. I would love to hear it and I will try to address them. Now, how do I stay in yellow and red zone most of the time? Always remember, red is not the aim. Everyone's goal is different. Red just means your effort is 90 to 100% of your maximum heart rate. That's it. But tip number one, after I park the car, I just run to the gym. I do not walk. So basically it elevates your heart rate right in the same second. That simple running pumps up your heart rate 10 to 20% more. And number two, breathe. Just breathe. This is the most important trick in burning more calories and increasing your heart rate. Always inhale when you go down and always exhale when you go up. Keep your core tight every single time for the entire workout and just breathe. Number three, don't stop until the clock stops. The last 5 seconds and 10 seconds of a workout is where you actually burn more calories. It's when you push beyond your limits. So do not stop until the clock stops. Number 4, lift heavy. If you think that 20 pound is your limit, just add 5 more to it and pick up 25. The weight you're trying to lift should scare you a little bit. That's the right weight for you. Don't get scared of going heavy. Hey, if you can't lift, you can always go back and lift lighter weights, right? Number 5, set a personal goal. Say my goal is to burn 1000 calories under 1 hour, and I work towards it. I push harder. The live feed on the screen gives me motivation and makes me push even harder and helps me achieve my goal every day. And that's it, guys. I hope this video is helpful for you, and always remember, just breathe. Cheers.